Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Sabidia, true and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. Well, last time, I managed to survive through a difficult early period in my reign. There was much plotting, there was much scheming, but I made it through. Admittedly, my half-sister didn't, and some people are sort of holding that against me, so, yeah, that's going to be a problem going forward. Everyone's very annoyed at me about that. But we did begin the second crucial part of my mission. Restoring the Roman Empire, of course, is pointless unless it's properly Roman. And that means we are now secretly pagan, a prospering, brilliant religion that currently has 2 members. Technically more than that, but plenty of them are like commoners down in Serbia, so we don't actually really consider them. So, my main thing I need to do today is start, slightly expanding that number. Because, of course, the best thing in the world would be if I could just basically, make the various important kings and powerful vassals just go Hellenic. But, that's going to be tricky, because I know for a fact, obviously, it makes sense, kings are difficult to win over. Because I'm going up to them and saying, hey, do you want to join my secret religion that I just made up? By the way, it's heretical and probably illegal and might get you burned at the stake. And incidentally, I happen to be the world's least charismatic man, known for knifing my own half-sister in the back. So, yeah, I can see why they wouldn't necessarily be that keen. And in fact, it's going to be even more difficult than that. I was kind of hoping that maybe, just because some of the kings I've actually handed over kingdoms to might really like me, I might get lucky. But, yeah, this guy is not just orthodox, he's zealous orthodox. So the chance of winning him over is basically going to be non-existent. And as for the King of Sicily at this exact moment in time, yeah, he's actually suffering from cancer and has no children yet. So there's a good chance his kingdom's going to go over to this kid. So that leads us very nicely into objective 2 here, which is if I can't win over the kings, win over their heirs. Because a man is just a man until the day he becomes king. So this kid, for example, keep a close eye on him. I can't do anything with him yet because, yeah, he needs to be an adult before I can invite him to court or do anything with him whatsoever. So just keep an eye on that kid. He's important. And objective 3, I might be terrible at winning people over, but if I could just convert a handful of people who are themselves good at winning people over, they might be able to be extremely good little Trojan horses inside other kings' courts. So all I need to do is find the right people inside the King of Sicily's court and potentially try and convert them. Here we go. The Queen of Sicily has reasonable if unspectacular diplomacy. If we could bring her about, that might be of use. And as for the heir to the Kingdom of Epirus, okay, he's cruel and he's deceitful, which is not a great starting point. But Midas touched, very good stewardship. Potentially, we might at the bare minimum be able to evoke a bit of sympathy from him by talking about how pagans have their shops burned down and all of that nonsense. Yes, and Count Franjo, who I just made the King of Lycia. Yes, you're just a count for now, but you do have some decent troops, so yeah, let's see what we can do with you. And while he's a duke, we do have this guy down here who likes me in Crete. He's trusting. Now, I know that helps out with the conversion, so let's just start getting some sympathy for pagans going across the empire. That'll do as a starting point. Though, I have realised one other thing, which is, I said, one of the first things we do today would be this bit of land that looks like it should belong to me, but doesn't. It was just basically hiding and hoping I wouldn't notice. Yeah, I can't actually claim that. Now, you might be a bit surprised. You think, well, that's obviously right in the middle of Imperial territory. Why can't you have it? Okay, well, even ignoring the massive alliance against me, yeah, you may notice something a bit, odd going on here, which is various people are saying we're already busy fighting another war. But we're not, but we are, because yes, this is the slight downside I didn't realise was going to happen when I said external vassal wars were allowed again. Now my vassals are going to war when I'm not at war, meaning even though I'm perfectly willing to go to war, they're not, because they're now busy. Didn't think that one through, to be perfectly honest. No, didn't realise that was going to be a thing. Okay, now, Admittedly, I'm not 100% sure how I'm sitting next to 4 people at dinner at once, but I am, and now I need to have discussions about pagans with absolutely all of them. Okay, the Prince of Epirus, you, my good man, are all about the stewardship and whatnot. So, those pagans, they had profitable businesses, it was shocking. As for you, bloke on Crete, you seem to like me, and in general you're trusting, so we're just going to give a go to that. Bit of a more dubious one here, the Queen of Sicily, gregarious and kind, so let's talk about loved ones. And the Count of Lycia flipping loves me, so yes, I'm just going to talk about myself and how much I care about this, and hopefully he'll come along. Okay, Franjo I was expecting, but I'll say I'm pleasantly surprised that the heir of Epirus is now sympathetic to pagan religions. Now that's good news. Oh, flip, it's a clean sweep. We've got the Queen of Sicily, and we've got the Duke. Okay, we've got a lot of sympathy for paganism going down here. Okay, I can't invite Franjo straight in because he's actually been approached by somebody else at some point. Possibly Princess Y, who I think might be secretly Catholic, could have already got to him. So, we'll come back to him later. The Duke of Crete, though, yeah, let's make that happen. He likes me. Scholarly theologian, high learning. So, I see a path to get him in, even though he's a Duke. 150 virtue to try, but I'm gonna give it a go. Ah, but only 50 for the Queen. I'm guessing, yeah, as they go further and further up in rank, then it gets more expensive. Technically, she's just actually the wife of the king. She doesn't have any land by herself, so she's cheap to try. So we may as well give it a go. And same for the prince, just 50. So let's try it. Let's just see if we can get another bit of a clean sweep going on here, getting these people into the secret society. Okay, once again, I'm sneaking into people's bed chambers 3 at a time, which is great. So, okay, the Duke, you are super into learning and whatnot. Ethics and philosophy for you. For the Queen, okay, that's a bit of an interesting one. Gregarious and kind, together with stewardship of 11. Let's go for importance of community for you. And as for the prince, yeah, this one's a bit of a difficult one in some cases. Then again, let's try community on you. You're not that smart, you're not really that good at martial, fair and mighty ruler. I'm guessing that means like you've got high respect for either your liege or for me if I'm your liege's liege, but no, you kind of are not that keen. So let's go for community for you as well. See what happens. Oh, flip, I think we just got really lucky there. The Prince of Epirus is now flipping secretly Hellenic. Now, admittedly, he's actually got himself state diplomacy of 0 as well. So he's not going to be good at winning over other people. We might need to go into his court and just infect a few other people who have got high diplomacy to help it spread a bit. Okay, we've got another clean sweep. I wasn't expecting this. I thought this was going to be way more tricky and take way longer, but that's that Duke on board. Yeah, get on board. Absolutely lovely. And you too, because you will hopefully start, yeah, infecting other members of your court. And if we're very lucky, you might even get a child out before your husband dies of cancer. And, oh, there we flippin' go. We're already starting to do secret Hellenic things. Okay, so, for a first little swing through the empire, this has been a remarkable success. The King of Serbia and Croatia is, of course, me. The heir to the throne of Epirus is on board. The Duke of Crete is on board. Sicily, we've got the ruler's wife, so if we're lucky, she might be able to get some other people on board, maybe even some children if they start showing up. In fact, let's keep this going here. The Duke of Adrianopolis. Let's just see what we can do with you. Because I can't but notice you are lunatic, depressed, stressed. Meaning I'm pretty sure there's an option to, like, you know, talk about people who were wounded or something. And all of those things are going to make him more sympathetic. So here we go. Scars, physical and emotional. Let's see if he responds well to that. Also, Bosnia's just woken up. Right, what are you guys doing? And yep, we've got him. Sympathy for pagans. Good. Good, good, good. This is spreading nice and fast. Okay, officially Bosnia aren't at war. They might just be raising some of their troops to go and take care of, some raiding. However, these guys over here, the Pannonians, they are at war, attacking Bursir II in the Slavonian liberation of Trebizond, which is... okay, I mean, I guess I can't stop you, have fun. Also, flip side to the flip side, while some of my kings are currently busy doing their own thing and are thus not willing to actually, sign up to my wars, the advantage is they're weakening their own troops, which makes them less dangerous when it comes to factions. In fact, Princess Stefania has fallen to 55% of my strength. In fact, this is possibly the first time in my entire reign I've actually noticed there's not much in the way of, hey, factions are about to flipping depose you, which is nice, because they're going off and doing their own business. This is perfect. Oh, and marvellously good news, King of Bulgaria, get rid of that non-aggression pact, except, oh, hang on, general opinion -10, for 10 years. Okay, no, I've already got enough minus general opinion, thanks, that's too much. Okay, you know what? Bulgaria can just keep Bulgariaing over here. They're doing a good job, leave them to it. Still, the council has come around because, yes, the King of Sicily is now willing to back my little tiny war just to go and grab this territory over here. So, excellent. We're just going to go and do that. Should be a nice easy one because, while this guy has like 4,000 troops, some of them are over here, some of them are like over... I can't even remember. They're somewhere very far away anyway. Just call up a small number of vassal troops. This should be absolutely fine. Yeah, he's got some troops here. He might be planning to try and flee given he's actually raised his boats. Or maybe he's sending them off to, go and pick up reinforcements. That's fine. This here is plains, no defensive advantage whatsoever. So just bring them all together, then we'll just destroy them. Here we go, 2,000 troops coming in. We're approaching from every single angle. Cataphracts will be piling in momentarily, and on the open plains, you are not going to be having a fun time. One flank's literally already gone, and centre is in trouble. My horse archer's doing some good work right there. Absolutely lovely. Did you actually gain any land, by the way? Yep. You just picked up Salerno over there. Good work to the King of Sicily. Well done. Also, I'm trying to figure out what the Earth is right now, but that does give me 1 learning and 100 military tech points. I'm pretty sure I've not got many of those right now. Actually, could boost cavalry up a little bit. Yeah, go on. Could have sworn I'd already done that, but whatever. No, that was probably skirmish tactics I actually boosted. So yeah, now we got ourselves 3 across the board in my capital. Beautiful. This is also a good time for me to look at my commanders, by the way, because yes, my commanders at the minute are a bit of an uninspiring bunch, really. No siege specialists, no movement specialists. Right, let's go find some better people. Here we go, siege leaders. I want siege leaders. I want, what else have we got? Trickster, not so spectacular, really. Inspiring leader. So morale defense and morale damage, that's nice, though you are a little bit... Ooh, you're the Prince of England. Okay, when you say Prince of England, you've got a weak claim on the Duchy of Brittany. I was hoping for more. Still, we got a good guy here. Dan, a direct leader, good in the centre. Yeah, let's just get a few of these guys along. Because you see, you may have noticed my cunning plan here, which is, if I make all my commanders people who are like, you know, random foreigners, lowborn, Catholic, then no one's going to vote for them in the Imperial election. Because if I make my Dukes commanders, all of a sudden, they're eligible. Going for random nobodies, that's the way to do it. Though fascinatingly, the Pope would actually do a competent job. He is unyielding and a game master, so, I mean, okay, sure, you can have a job. Okay, game, you win this round. In the event that the law is Imperial elective, they need to be ranked higher than Baron, or there need to be no other landed vassals. Right, okay, the game's one step ahead of me here. I can't just make all my commanders nobodies. They have to be vaguely important people. Gotcha. In that case, you can all actually leave. Oh, but good news, Tryphon's dead. Excellent. Who's the new guy? Okay, some random lowborn, but he seems to hate me a lot less than his predecessor, so that's nice. Also, I should really be using these ceremonial titles here. So, yeah, patrician. Right, all of you guys who are kings, you can be patricians now. You're also welcome to be consuls, which I'm apparently allowed to just have 20 of. This is going to cost me a bit of money, but I'm swimming in money. So, everyone important can just have that job. Also, now I control the mausoleum of Kallistos, someone can be the keeper of the dead. So, sure, King of Sicily, you can be the keeper of the dead. And yeah, this whole I can't make anybody I want to be a commander thing, that's gonna make life difficult. Because it means that I've got very bad commanders next to what my less restricted opponents would be able to field. That's a problem. I mean, look at that. Even with like 11,000 troops, we're only making 14% progress every 12 days. That's appalling. Oh, and good news, more people are planning to kill my useless wife Anna. Good, 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 good. Do I know who they are? Because I will join them. I don't, but here's a blast from the past. So, there's a plot to kill me, and guess who's responsible? It's Fanfare, who, if I recall correctly, was the lover of the current king of Epirus, and briefly, the girlfriend of my father Hector, before he made her court jester. Well, apparently she's back and now she wants me dead. Yeah, there we go, the mother of Dorothea and Xena warrior princess, so we kept both of them around, but didn't actually legitimize them in any way. But she was eventually able to produce Prince Joseph, so actually she's mother of potentially the next emperor as well. Well, okay, we're not going to kill you. You're pretty old, time will take care of it for us, but you have to stop trying to kill me. Alright, cut it out. Ah, now here's a good thing. I've inherited the Duchy of Achaia because the old guy has passed on. Relatively young as well, only 33. Died of consumption. So, his young son, when I say young, 15 years old, has now taken over all of this here territory. Well, you, my lad, me and you are gonna be friends. Because forget Vice Royalty, I don't need the negative debuffs attached to that. I am just going to give you the Duchy of Achaia and all lower titles immediately. My gift to you. There we go. Up to plus 43. And he's kind and gregarious. Keep an eye on this guy. I suspect when he comes of age, we might be able to bring him over to the Hellenic cause. Okay, apparently I'm becoming pretty bloody clever here, which is bloody genius I am. I have figured out the world is round and revolves around the sun. So, okay, I can publish my findings. That's worth a lot of prestige. I won't be studying the stars anymore. I will gain Scholar permanently. Learning +3, other scholars like me. That's good. That strikes me as very, very good indeed. Now, I could just continue my studies in secret, but then I keep studying the stars. Now, I think that's worth... Is that +1? I think that's... Yeah, there it is. Learning +1, but does occasionally cause stress or whatnot. I will stop with this achievement, so learning +2. This is the devil speaking. I pick up Zealous. Okay. Martial +2. That's not terrible. I wouldn't mind having Martial +2. But on the other hand, I'm literally correct. Hang on. If I continue my studies in secret, I do get rid of studying the stars. Yes, I'm just going to give up the prestige to avoid being seen as a heretic. So I'm going to pick up Scholar, which is really cool. And there we go. I've got some fun stuff now. I'm a falconer. I'm a scholar. I occasionally stab my own family members. And we're also building up that virtue. Right. You are sympathetic to pagans. Then again, how am I going to win you over? Actually, your learning's decent. You've got the, learning education. You've got a learning focus. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's see what we can do here. Induct you for 150 virtue. Let's just see if that can be made to work. And yes, under the circumstances, ethics and philosophy. Then again, he's also gregarious, but he's cruel. Yeah, go for ethics and philosophy. Just see if that works. It seems a pretty good match for his education, his focus, his stats. I don't know whether that'll work or not. We'll give it a go. Nope, sadly not yet. But he is still sympathetic to pagans, it's still a win for now. Okay, take another capital, 15 gold there. Move over here, smash these guys in the face again, 61%. This war should be over in no time at all. If we're lucky, maybe we catch a command or even a bishop. A bishop might be fun. And yeah, obviously we're just smashing them. No sign of reinforcement at all. Still, get ourselves a decent amount of war score there. Not bad at all. And oddly, their king is now standing with 30 men right over here. I mean, give it a go, see if we can catch the guy. Yep, we won. Sadly, we did not catch him. Yes, and the territory down over here, the fort level is terrible, so we're making much faster progress. Also, Constantinople is technically under siege right now. I will go and deal with that in a second. They're not getting past the walls anytime soon. Right, one more victory. He's standing right here. One guy. What did that get us? Like 1%. Not much at all. Then again, actually, this territory's got barely any fort level either. Okay, that's something I should pay attention to. Fort level appears to have a pretty damn big impact on how fast you can siege a place down. Ooh, the downside of being part of the secret religion, though, yeah, I'm getting a bit stressed. Okay, that's unfortunate. Nothing I can do there. Hopefully someone at some point brings me a puppy. Puppies can sort out stress. That's literally a thing. Oh, it looks like my friends are going in to go and seize some of this territory over here. Lovely. Good luck with that, guys. Right, there we go. 100%. You'll be handing over this territory to me now. Actually, no you won't. Instead, you'll just be working for me going forward. Now, he's not particularly keen on me, but what can you do, eh? Is he a legit target to be arrested? No, apparently he's not committed a crime. Well, technically he hasn't. He just kind of went independent on inheritance for some reason. Okay, this guy's never going to be my best friend, just leave him alone. He's back in the Empire, he's paying at least a bit of tax, that'll do. Now, time to go and relieve Constantinople, because those guys are causing trouble. Right, guys, you really did not want to come and raid this territory. I promise you didn't, now naff off. Okay, time to change focus, that's now off cooldown. Now, I kind of feel like in some ways, yeah, Anna, that's a bit of a lost cause. She's chased, she's wounded. Yeah, let's not bother with that. Let's actually just go and find other different people. So, fertility up 25%. Do need an heir, that's pretty important. So, yes, sex appeal up, fertility up, and I feel like I'm much more, intrigue-y than I am diplomacy-y. I mean, I say this, the number of women willing to actually come to my court is terrifyingly low. Honestly, you murder one member of your family and all of a sudden no one wants to be in your family anymore. Okay, two options here, and I may as well go for as many as I can, because the event you get if you've got too many lovers makes you stressed, but I'm already stressed, so screw it. I'm already a kinslayer, I can kill as many kin as I want. I'm already stressed, I can do as many stressful things as I want. Winning. So, yeah, we got ourselves a courtier over here in Italy. Technically, a bit on the Catholic side, but lustful. That's what we want. So we're going to get her over. Everything will be fine. We'll convert her at some point. No problem whatsoever. And option number 2 is we do actually have this woman here, Dia, in my court. Now, she is attractive, which is really useful. The downside is she's married to my half-brother, who's potentially the next emperor, and thus does technically have a good reason to see me dead. So, I'm not going to seduce her yet, but keep her in mind as an option. Here we go, ship her a bag of money, she'll go straight over to Orthodox, which I'm sure she is 100% completely really on board with. And now, we seduce. In fact, she's also got good diplomacy. She could be a good force for spreading paganism inside my courts. Oh, but on the downside, it would appear that Y has been burnt at the stake down in... Okay, why did you actually just burn your wife at the stake? I mean, you were technically both part of the same religion, unless, of course, you're actually... Right, something dodgy's going on here. I think she might have been Catholic, so if so, good job, well done. Still, on the other hand, we're starting to, run out of sisters. Murdered, burnt at stake, died attending to chamber business, cancer, assassination. Ah, that does remind me. Yes, Princess Eris is currently educating children. She is the court tutor. So, you, into the Hellenic faith with you. I mean, she's trusting, which is very positive. She's honest as well. I mean, if we're lucky, what's the best approach here? Okay, her education is actually in military, and it's her highest stat too. Her personal combat skill is not terrible. Community is not really her thing. Intelligence isn't really her thing. And she sort of hates me. Okay, legendary warrior, alright? We're just going to leave the Iliad on her bed, and she's going to love it. Ooh, but in the meantime, my new girlfriend. Right, so, don't confess your love. She's all lustful. Make a lewd suggestion. Then again, how experienced is she? Well, she is lustful, but she's never had lovers before as far as I'm... Oh, hang on, No, she's got 2 children. Yes, she's definitely had lovers before. And there we flippin' go. Right, let our love grow. You are now my girlfriend. And Princess Eris is on board. Good. You join us and start, you know, making sure all the children you're educating hear about this stuff too. And my new girlfriend should be an easy pick-off as well. Meaning, yeah, if both of us are secretly Hellenic, should be nice and... Oh. Okay, so, as it turns out, there's been a bit of a scandal. My half-sister has decided to spill the beans. Honestly, I can't complain. Alright, me and my half-sisters don't get on that well. Still, despite the scandal, she is still very, very keen on me, so that's all absolutely fine. So, yeah, sitting next to her at dinner, honestly, this is probably how my sister-in-law figured out we were dating. Yes, we're just going to tell her how important this is, because she's super into me. We've also got a handful of raiders around here, and there we go. Good. Good, good, good. She is now ready to be sympathetic to pagans. Bring her on board when the time is right. And here we go. Eris is... Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Eris just fails. Okay, keep on keeping on here. We got ourselves the Duke of Achaia. He has now come of age, 16, has a wife. Already has an heir as well. Is that your... That is not your son, but you've got plenty of time to have children. Shouldn't be a problem at all. So. You are, well, you're kind and gregarious, but you're also a brilliant strategist who's currently got himself a bit of a carousing focus. So, let's see what we can do with you. Alright, I want sympathy for pagans everywhere. Right, drop him a bit of money just to get him on board. Plus 53 might be good enough to just basically do this personally. Leaving loved ones behind. You've got a wife but no children. Plenty of siblings, no wards. You do have a friend though. Okay, could be loved ones. And you're kind and gregarious. Yes, we're going to go for loved ones. See if that works for you. And there we go. Got myself a pregnancy with my lustful lover. Just what I was hoping for. If the people who are planning to assassinate Anna could get on with it, that would be great. And there indeed we've got ourselves more sympathy for pagans. The problem is my virtue these days is running a bit on the low side. But actually, Scholar means it's going up faster than it was, so that's been useful. Also, I swear my threat's going up at this point. I'm guessing my vassals, when they expand, push my threat level up too. Okay, the daughter I never wanted, Nope, is running up to me. She wants attention. Okay, Nope, what is it? And actually, Nope might herself pick up a stat. Then again, Sorry, she just ran up to me yelling father at age 2. The girl's a cocky genius. The thing is, I might have, 30% chance of becoming kind. That's diplomacy up, but intrigue down, which is kind of bad. But vassals like it. And I could do with at least a little bit of diplomacy. I'll give it a go. And she picked up 1 learning. I did not get kind, though. Oh, here's a surprise, though. Eris has just run away and is now my bitter rival and is now just over in Venice. Okay, that's a surprise. Oh, and here's fun. I can actually create the Kingdom of Anatolia, giving me the right to just basically walk into all the rest of this. Then again, I already do as Emperor, but if I were to create that and give it to someone reasonably powerful in that area, they will also have the right to start attacking these guys. So at that point, that could be That could be of interest. We've also got ourselves, yeah, the Duchy of Salerno over here. Hang on. De jure, what does that even... what does that cover? Oh, that covers territory you've already got, so that gives you no extra rights whatsoever. I would have created that and given it to this guy if it gave him the right to move against Amalfi a bit more easily, but no, it's absolutely fine. Okay, who owns what in this part of the world? Obviously, we have got Count Franjo, who absolutely loves me, so we could just make him king. He's not got that much in the way of strength, though. I believe, yes, Duke Sabas. He's on minus 57 right now. What have I done to annoy you? Elect titles held. Right, what have I accidentally received? Because I'm guessing I've just picked something up by Viceroyalty. Ah, yes, the Duchy of Thessalonica. Right, I've technically got that. That's why everyone's annoyed at me. Okay, you can have that straight back again. There we go. That's made him chill out a fairly large amount. He's got 6,000 troops right now. 6,000 troops. And he doesn't hate me. He doesn't hate me that much. Oh, I'm known as an adulterer. Great, that's what I needed. Another negative against everybody. Okay, on the plus side, you have got yourself a wife, you've got yourself children, though for some reason this Baron is not actually in line, but whatever. Oh, you've got a terrible wife who is literally genetically ugly. Brilliant. And you also... you don't swing that way. You might not be producing that many children. Especially with a very, very ugly wife. Okay, you're still the best bet I've got, in some ways. Then again, if I do that, I lose Count Franjo off my council, because then he'd be working for that guy, which would be kind of unfortunate. Honestly, that doesn't make that much difference at this point. Radislav's gone over to Zealot anyway, so the difference between one and no loyalists is basically non-existent. To be honest. Sabas, also, what have we done with you so far? Nothing to date. Okay. Potentially we might want to bring you on board with the whole paganism thing, but... Then again, the real strength of the Empire is over here, on this side of the strait. If I've got Sicily, and Epirus, and Serbia and Croatia locked down, I kind of don't need Turkey to be on board. Yep, I'm going to do it, because it's going to help speed up the reclamation of Asia Minor. So, Kingdom of Anatolia is now going to exist. Lovely. And naturally, Duke Sabas really wants to be the King of Anatolia. Well, I've got some good news for you. But do not give him all lower titles. I'm holding on to this land over here. Naturally, he desires the duchy I've got, because these guys are never flipping satisfied. But it'll do for now. And while he's not perfect, yeah, some random glory hound whatever, you can get on with collecting some taxes. And now you, my good man, if you are very, very lucky indeed, should be able to just de jure claim a bunch of this stuff back, which would be perfect. Also, I can just take a duchy off this guy. Sure, why not? We'll be doing that and handing it straight over to... If we didn't already do that, my old friend Franjo. Okay, factions are not particularly worrying at the moment, and the council is plenty pragmatic for the time being, though Trajan's being a dick. Why are you being a dick right now, Trajan? I honestly don't know, you just are. Though Trajan is actually currently being, my magistros with only a 9 diplomacy, well, I'm actually just sitting on, here we go, Sabas, you've got 12, so welcome to a proper job. There we go, much better. I'm gonna give a go at getting the Duke of Achaia into my secret society. Alright, he literally lives in Greece. He's got some ancient wonders of the world right flipping there. So hopefully he'll go for it. Also, when I say he's got ancient wonders of the world there, no he doesn't at this point in history. They're long since, never mind, he didn't anyway. But like, he's got some good ruins going on. Okay, kind, gregarious, he absolutely loves me, but he's military focused. But not in terms of his focus or his objective right now. I'm going to say, story about a fair and mighty ruler. Because right now, me and him get on just fine. He loves me. So let's see if I can use that to push him over into my secret clubhouse. Okay, he reads the legends every night. Try and get him in, though this can fail. This does sometimes fail because it didn't work for Eris. It's not just a ritual at this point, but if we're very lucky, we might actually have ourselves next King of Epirus, current Duke of Achaea, obviously me, and Sicily work in progress. And another champion of Jupiter. Oh, we are getting somewhere. This is beautiful. Oh, for goodness sake, Caracosa, I did not need another cocky daughter. No, throw her outside. I never want to see her again. Then again, if I acknowledge the child, I could use her diplomatically. No, get rid. Bloody hell. Well, I was about to go over to plan B of seducing my brother-in-law's wife, but no. Apparently I can't do that because she's been rejecting seduction attempts. She is apparently good and virtuous. Okay, there must be someone in this court I can have sex with. Okay, you have got one more chance, but only because I basically can't find anyone else desirable in the world who wants to sleep with me. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Radislav, after one hell of a life of basically seducing the entirety of the Byzantine Empire, and having the scars to actually show for it, and having surprisingly few children, but I'm guessing those are just the acknowledged ones, has passed on. Meaning, Despot... Oh, bloody hell, how are you supposed to pronounce that? Tripamir. Okay, Tripamir. He's just gonna be King Tripamir. Also, good hat. Love it. Like the crown with sideburns. Good stuff. But this guy's Hellenic. We've now got ourselves a Hellenic king. Oh, this is just perfect. That's, yeah, large swathes of Greece itself, from Croatia, through Serbia, through Epirus, down to Achaea, where the rulers are on board with some form of, you know, massive coming out party for Zeus. Also, the new guy would make a competent enough steward, if not exactly spectacular. So, yeah, we're going to replace the actual guy here with you. There you go. Don't get yourself killed, though. Just focus on something nice and safe. Yes, economy spread. That's nice and safe. Now, Trajan would make a competent spy master, but he doesn't like me. So that's a bad idea. Then we have got the King of Sicily. Actually, he loves me right now. He does love me. Okay, how long is that going to last, though? Because that's going to wear off in, like, 4 years. And that's going to be a problem. Yeah, leave him where he is. Invite over somebody who's got no land and thus has no particular reason to ever plot against me. Right, Bella. Get into your position over there, please. And by the way, we're going to be giving you some honorary titles of some description. You may be that's the proconsul. Yes, that's the proconsul. You can have that. Also, here's a giant pile of money. And I believe you said you wanted to get married. So how about we get you married to... Yeah, she's fine. Get married to her. There we go, a +10, fulfilled marriage wish, love it. And prosperity's doing well, and can't help but notice, yes, all my lovely friends are really taking advantage of this whole freedom I've given them to attack external sources. Now, what did you just do? Right, holy war against this guy. Right, yes, of course, because you actually own, indirectly, this bit of land up here. Aha! You want to go and reclaim that. So you've got 5,000 troops for that. He's got himself only 2,000, but he's got friends. Friends, you've got 3,000. Well, good luck with that. If you want to go and claim all of Crimea, have fun. You know, I'm curious how this one's actually going to be working out here. So Epirus has managed to field about 6,000 men. Looks like these guys have come up with... 5,000. I'm not at war with them technically, of course. This is not my business. This is just my vassals doing this by themselves. And okay, I don't know what that is, but that's crusade against our religion. Uh-oh. The crusade for Thrace is about to begin. Okay. So they've got 1.5 times as much strength. as I do, which is good. Obviously, that's great. Everyone's on board with this. King of Ireland, King of Bavaria, the King of England. That's, yep, there's Venice, obviously. King of Italy. They're all coming. They're all on their way. And they're coming straight for Constantinople. I've got 28 days. And standing with me is, okay, 8,000 troops belonging to Sicily. Together with, 600 men, thanks. Thank you so much. And obviously, Duke Franjo, my best friend. No one else is on board as yet. Okay, good. 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 Okay, what I've got is money. I have a really big pile of money. And I've also got a really good surplus right now. Meaning I could afford to maintain a lot of mercenaries right now. Like, so many mercenaries. Obviously, there are no Orthodoxy Holy Orders. That would be madness. So, okay, guys, I'm really going to be needing everybody to help out with this. And when I say I can afford loads of mercenaries, the problem is, there's... Actually, no, I can't. Mercenaries are really expensive, as it turns out. I can afford to maintain maybe 2 groups of decent-sized mercenaries. I could maintain maybe, I don't know, 8,000 men. That'd be a lot. So, okay. That's not good. And plenty of mercenaries are kind of trash. Company of St. George, that's a lot of archers. To be perfectly honest, I've got a decent retinue, but it's not that much. Oh dear. This is... Oh, I'm going to die and I'm going to lose Constantinople. Crusade for Thrace. That would suggest it's a crusade for the duchy, because there's no kingdom of Thrace, is there? No, there's the kingdom of Bulgaria, kingdom of... Oh, no, never mind, there it is. Kingdom of Thrace. They're coming for the whole damn kingdom, because that's what crusades do. We can't hand over all of that. That can't belong to them. We have to fight. Whatever it takes. And when I say whatever it takes, I'm really sorry, because I know you guys didn't... Hang on, where's the... There it is, good. I was worried there for a second. I know you guys did not do this. I am really sorry. I am so sorry. But we're going to be needing the gold. So, bye. Do come back later. Fully appreciate that was me just robbing you. Bulgaria, seriously, really need you on board for this one. You are literally an Orthodox king with 12,000 troops. Alright? Oh, of course, he's busy protecting his stupid empire that he pulled out of his own arse. Got it. Okay, if I'm reading this correctly, I can field 37,000 troops. The combined forces coming at me have 1.5 of that. Meaning if I wanted to have the same strength as them, I'd need to pull another 18,000 troops out of my arse. Which I cannot do because, yeah, even with that giant pile of money, well then again, I could, but only temporarily. I wouldn't be able to keep paying them, not for an extended period of time, but I guess I could mobilise enough mercenaries to deal with them. But we have an advantage. They're not all coming at once. They'll be coming in dribs and drabs. I might be able to absolutely tear them apart one at a time. Never even let them get a foothold in Thrace. Hang on, one thing I need to check here. Yeah, the flipping terrain map. Never used this one. Okay, they can't be allowed to reach Thrace. If they reach Thrace, that is open plains. No defender's advantage. There's a bunch of forest up here. Some hills in this direction. There is, yeah, some good plain over here. There's a bit of forest here, but where I would really like to capture them would be in the mountains. There are some defensive mountains around here. That's hills, that's hills, that's hills, that's mountains, mountains, hills, plains, hills. Yeah, fun thing about real Greece. very, very hilly. The topography is not exactly in favour of large numbers of troops marching around. This could work. We might be able to hold them in the mountains. Most of them will be coming on foot. Some of them will be coming by sea, absolutely, but we may just have to let some of them be attacking Constantinople while we deal with the dribs and drabs as they come in. I mean, it's possible. I might, just might, be able to win. I don't know. Also, Bulgaria just owns this land over here. How are you guys doing this? I mean, just look at the Bulgarian Empire right now. It's lunacy. And also bear in mind, not all of these guys are going to be turning up, alright? The King of England says he's planning to show up. Well, look what state England's in right now. England's not in a good state at all. They've got, yeah, already they're a bit on the weakened side. There are rebels all over the flippin' shop. If they naff off to deal with the crusade, the rebels will simply win. And that is a revolt to take control of England. If England abandons England, this guy's not making it to me. He's dropping out before he even makes it. And that's going to be true elsewhere as well. Bavaria is not looking in good shape right now. And Venice is one of their big hitters, but he's 59, currently a lunatic with great pox. And all of his vassals hate him. Well, what if you were to have an accident just after the crusade started? Okay, it turns out they hate him, but they hate me more. Also, you're still in prison. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of assumed you would have died by now, because you're 73, and also you've got one leg, and also you've been in prison for the past however many years. But no, him and his pet owl have just been chilling out in prison. Look, I'll tell you what, I need all the gold I can get right now. Just come on out, have fun. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would say that is enough for now, but next time, it's coming. The war to end all wars, the biggest war we have ever seen in the world so far. Catholicism is on its way into the heart of Orthodoxy, looking to stomp on the Kingdom of Thrace, to take Constantinople off me. And it cannot be allowed to happen. All of the Crusader Kings are on their way, and we will face them with a mighty, huge swarm of mercenaries. Alright, we have fought off invaders in the mountains before, and the mountains will save us again. Kallistos will do as Perrin did. We will endure. That is coming up next time, ladies and gentlemen, and bloody hell, it's going to be one hell of a war, so hopefully you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then here come the chariots!